embracing your humanness, which could be a whole course. I also feel like that is like the human curriculum. So it's our whole lifetime. Um, yeah. And we'll start. I think we're just going to go straight through with the meditation. We'll start off with just getting grounded and then we'll get into the topic. But part of we're spirit in a body, and you are here having this body, having this human experience because that's the whole point. Your spirit wanted to come and experience being human. It wanted to learn, wants to grow, it wants to have all of the experiences that come with being here, with having life. And inherent in that too is the experience of having all of the range of emotions, of having experiences that are wonderful and experiences that are challenging, of making mistakes, of learning, creating, growing, having a body, which is a whole topic in and of itself. And so being human is beautiful and it's also extremely complicated. And hi, Megan. And there's also with being human is the inherent, it is natural to want to get it right. It is natural. There is a natural part of us that wants to be perfect and have everything be easy. But part of being human is not necessarily like you don't have to wear "I'm a mess" on my sleeve, on your sleeve. You don't have to go and blast out to social media like all of the drama or whatever. But it is being kind of messy, not having it all figured out, having things change and be unexpected is the ride we signed up for. So, we're gonna dive in and do a little bit of meditation and energy work on this topic. So, before we close our eyes, just give your body, maybe you do a nice stretch, or you give yourself a squeeze, or you shake, or you take a deep breath, whatever your body needs before we settle in. And it is also very natural too. I'm co-teaching with my friend Jade an energetic hygiene program. And we were just talking last time that before you come to class, it's very natural to you might start to like you might all of a sudden feel like you're super busy, or you might start feeling kind of buzzy, or it might be hard to sit still, or you might have some emotions come up, or you might zone out and all of a sudden, I'm late. And that can all be energy that's getting activated, that you're getting ready to move and clear. So just naming that if you experience any of that before coming to this class or before doing this meditation, if you're doing the recording, that might actually be the energy that you're going to work. And so that's okay. And it's also okay if you don't have that experience too. So go ahead and close your eyes when you're ready. If you're able to have feet flat on the floor, that's great. If that doesn't work for your body, that's okay too. And just take a moment to just notice how you are showing up. You don't have to judge it. Maybe you're running from your day, you feel really busy, you might feel tired, you might feel really relaxed and be happy you're showing up and doing something for yourself, taking some quiet time. Yeah, and just visualize above your head or out in front of you if you had a big golden ball or big golden sun that just fills up with golden energy, just the energy of your essence. Watch it get really big and bright. And then imagine or see or sense you can bring that ball above your head, and then that gold starts to filter in and trickle in through your, filling up your whole body. So just bringing you into more presence, filling up your energetic tank. And letting it fill in your whole body, your back body, down your arms, to your hands, and down your legs, through your hips. Hmm. Maybe it feels like a nice hug to your system. Like a nice, refreshing, deep breath. All the way to the tips of your toes and fingers. Yeah, and just being aware that if any emotions do come up, that also is natural for this type of meditation and energy work. And you don't have to stifle it or judge it. You can just notice it and just let it might also just be a release. You can just let you can notice the emotions and just let them flow. And then visualize, see, or sense out in front of you, like at arm's length away. Something that you can ground through. Maybe it's a big tree trunk. Maybe it's a big, gigantic sunflower, a big stone well, a big, fluffy, fuzzy animal tail. But see it, sense it, imagine it. And imagining it actually is seeing it. So, and then bring that, imagine you can bring it, or maybe even take your two psychic hands or your physical hands, reach out and grab it and bring it underneath your body and connect it to your hips and the base of your spine. Nice tight seal. This is just creating an energetic rooting and an energetic grounding, which is in and of itself a great, really powerful practice. And then, like, you hit a button on an elevator that starts to go down to the basement, to the center of the planet. It stays connected and then it grows or roots down through all the layers of the earth, the layers of the soil. I don't remember that science class what all the different layers of the earth are, but it goes through all of them to the core. Zoop. Wow. Just letting you be grounded and rooted. So staying here for a few breaths, just let yourself soften into grounding. You might come a little bit more into your body, your awareness as you ground. And as you're grounding, you can start to check in. So if you came to this class or if you're watching this recording on the topic of embracing your humanness, there's something that resonated with you about this. So you can check in with yourself and just notice without judging it what what resonated with you. What's what speaks to you. There might even be a sensation or a light or a resonance, a color in your heart space, in that heart chakra. Because even if you feel like, oh God, I really struggle with that, it's really hard. I'm really hard on myself, or I'm really judgmental of myself. There's also a part of yourself that wants you to be more accepting. There's a part of you that resonates with self acceptance and embracing who you are, being human. And so maybe the judgmental voice can be much more ever present and loud and familiar. And there's also many places, because that's not your real voice, that is internalized from outside of you. And so that's a much more present voice that is validated and heard over and over from the from the world, from family, from society. But there's also a voice inside of you that knows you are worthy of acceptance and you actually do accept yourself. You do accept your humanness. So maybe you place a little bit of attention on that part. You bring a little bit of curiosity and awareness to the part of you that says, yeah, I do. Even if I don't feel like it, or if I don't feel like it all the time, or maybe I don't feel like it at all. I actually do. I do feel I want to be worthy of that. I want to accept that part of me. And that actually is a level of acceptance right there. Ooh, yeah. And let just breathe into that space because even that might be shifting a place inside of you that you identify with or how you relate to yourself. It might be a new awareness, a new awakening. The desire to accept all of you is an acceptance of all of you on a level. And maybe that starts to melt some little pockets, some little places inside of you that don't feel worthy or like you can accept your humanness. And you don't have to find it with your mind, you don't have to try. Just let some of that start to melt off of you, and it can go down that grounding cord. So that serves to anchor and root you, but it also serves as like a release. So it'll just effortlessly happen. And part of a common experience of being human is wanting to figure everything out and master it and get it perfect. And that includes growth and healing and acceptance of self perfectly. And so you can just be the witness to any parts of you that might want you to hurry it up or do it perfectly or get it all. And can you even accept the parts of you that want you to hurry up and get it figured out and do it perfectly, master it, perfect your growth, perfect your healing, perfect your non-perfection? Can you just witness that and accept that part? That is a very human quality. The irony is that as you do, and it can't be forced or faked, it's just a something, a natural unfolding that happens as you start to make peace with the parts of yourself, the very human parts of yourself that you might hold in judgment or not like so much. As you start to make peace with those, they actually soften and melt and shift more easily. That's the that's the irony. So we're mostly just sitting here witnessing and in acceptance of non-perfection, of being a fluid, ever-changing being with a body, and then letting what's ready to shift and release, letting it go. Yeah, you might feel a big pop at some point. Yeah, you might start to hear a lot of noise, maybe conversations, someone else's voice might get loud in your head, and that's all outside energy that you might be letting go of. And visualize another big golden sun above your head. We'll release some energy. We're just going to replenish again, and we'll look at something else. So again, that beautiful golden sun, just with filling up with your essence, and then let that pour through you and wash through you, just filling back in. And as you fill in with your own essence and acceptance, it might move and help release some more energy of non-acceptance or judgment or someone else's energy in your space around how you should be. And if you were spirit perfected with no other experiences and lessons and growth, you probably wouldn't be here in this body. Your spirit chose to be here to have the experience of being human. As wacky and wonderful as it can be. And so now go ahead and visualize, see in front of you, or sense, or maybe you'll just have an idea. It's also okay if you notice you kind of go off to la la land, oh, where did I just go? You zone out, you start thinking of your grocery list. That might be an energy that you're moving, or there might be something underneath that. And so that's okay to just notice that and just come back and just see. And let yourself see or sense what is a what is a part of being human that you do really embrace, that you do really connect with and resonate with. It could be something about yourself that you really love. It could be, or it could just be an aspect of this experience of being human that you just really love and resonate with. Let yourself connect with that. It could be the act of like the sensory pleasure of eating delicious food, smelling flowers, being able to touch animals, create music. Let yourself connect with an aspect of it that you just love and that you really do embrace. Or maybe it's being a mother, being able to hold your children. You're not what you think your not what you think your answer should be. Nothing, not what might be the spiritual or the whatever answer, but just let yourself really just whatever. There is no right or wrong, and nothing is more worthy than something else. And you can let that go. And now let yourself connect with the sense, what is an aspect of your humanness that is a challenge for you to embrace? Is it that you never know, you don't have all the answers. You want everything planned out. You want to know. You just want to know everything. You want the unknown to be done. Is it self-judgment, wishing you were different, feeling less than? Is it big, big emotions and what to do with those and how to navigate and hold those? Is it having an ever-changing body and aging? Maybe having a female body? And I want you to take that piece. Maybe there's a lot. Maybe there's more than one, a multitude of places that it's a struggle. But just take this one, and I want you to imagine or see or sense like you can hand a flower to that part of you. You just give it a flower. And it's just like, hey, you're okay. I acknowledge you. I welcome you. It doesn't mean this can't be a place of growth. This might even be the place of growth, the thing. Just give it a little love, a little hey. And it doesn't mean that you shouldn't grow in this area, but acceptance allows spaciousness, which actually allows permission and shifting. Yeah, and maybe some energies, again, more energy releases out your grounding cord. Mm. Yeah, and every human has their own unique spark, your own unique essence that has and deserves just as much space as every other human's and is just as much value and worth. And the experience of being human is not for the scope of your lifetime. That's how long you have it. So it's never perfect. It's never all nice and neat and tidy. It's never all figured out. But we can also bring curiosity and amusement and enjoyment to it, and acceptance of the duality of growing and being messy, pleasure, enjoyment, things that really are hard and really freaking suck. And that is part of the ride. That is the ride. Yeah. And then allowing the magic in the mess, making space for all the parts of you. Yeah, maybe a little something more drains off. A little place where you've internalized or hold some judgment. Mm. And if you wish, you can place your hand on your heart or both hands on your heart and just breathe in. But all of you is what you came here to have. And no one out there, no matter how enlightened they look or how together they look, has everything perfect or all figured out. They wouldn't be here. And when you're ready, You can bend down and stretch. Maybe you touch the floor, wiggle and shake a little bit. You can open your eyes and come on back to the room.